Verse 9. Accept things and do not argue with your pastor or try to challenge his decision if he want to continue that way. Everyone has a different method, but their goals are the same. Number 9, let's move on. You must instinctively understand your leader's thoughts. Understand it. Learn to flow with your leader. After a while, guess what happened? Your pastor spirit will come upon you, and you too will become like-minded. And so this is what we call the transferring of the spirit. So it means that everyone who has been getting this, and you seem to have been out of the loop, the time will come where everything that is on your leader will rest upon you. Because God is now getting ready to raise you up to be a greater extension in the earth to who your pastor is. And so maybe you ain't get the preaching yet. Maybe you ain't get the strong flow of the prophetic accuracy yet, but there's prophetic measures in you. That's going to increase. That's going to grow and develop. By what? Respecting and continuously serving effectively with all diligence. That's when this come upon you. 10. You must walk in agreement with your pastor and submission to your leader. You must make up your mind to submit to your pastor in the same way that you will submit to Jesus. That's your leader. He's God's man. To refuse to submit to God, delegated authority. To refuse to submit to God's delegated authority. Your pastor told you something is off. Your pastor told you something is wrong and you should work on getting rid of it, but you continue to proceed. You will cause a curse to come upon you. You will cause a curse that is God's delegated authority. That is God in flesh. God, that's who God delegated to lead you. And if that person misleads you, they are going to have to give an account for when they lead you wrong. And so you're saying, I think I know better than that, but pastor, no. You think you know better, but God has this man watching over your soul. And if he's leading you in a wrong path from what you know, and he does that, watch what God does with him. See, we got to know when to lead God's men and women with God to God. They belong to him. And God put you under their authority. And so as they submit to God, you submit to them. Now, when you got a pastor who ain't submissive to God, I understand nothing you say, something. I didn't see God tell you to do a couple of days and you ain't do it yet. That's the problem. But if you see your pastor is obey everything that God tells him, and you are a witness of that, why, when he says something to you, you got to put a million questions. This is why some of our lives are going to be hard, and it's going to be hard to get rid of some things and some people and some situations we put ourselves. It's going to be hard for you to get rid of. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to continue to attract the same type of attraction. You know why? Because you opened that door one time through your rebellion. Yeah, you serving around the altar. Pastor and see the little joker you bring around the church. You say, daughter, that's not enough for what God has for you. You're going to have to make up in your mind to let that go. I just need you to start working on that quickly. You know, pastor will have the heart to come and tell me, this boy just paid my whole child's school fee. This boy just my car on the dog, he cleared out. I don't know, pastor. I just think I can take some time off from church and try to figure out what I can do. So now church become the problem. Because you don't want to be what? Submissive, and obedient. Many of us don't decide to be obedient to our leaders. And then we have to suffer with the outcome and the consequences of the outcome of our rebellious ways. And you know what? I find out that the people that is closest to you are the ones that is most rebellious. Peter! Peter walked so close with Jesus. But Peter was in a backsliding condition. How is it that man so close with the Messiah and backsliding? Became too common, too casual. So salvation was for everybody else. Submission, law, and order was for everybody else. But Peter said, he got me. I close enough. He got me protected. It's my boy right here. I ain't gonna do that. You got me covered. You can cover me. Them said you can tell them that because they don't be with you every day. And because they ain't with you every day, they got to obey everything you say. But I with you, I sure you got me covered if I make one mistake. How I could cover you when you're making a mistake that's going to turn you into a snake? Because the same one that walked with you is the same one who's sitting down with everybody else who have an opinion about you, and they sit down. And guess what? Everything that someone tell them about you, they keep it in their mind and they wait to see if you will act that out one day. Somebody do this for me. Okay, so when you refuse to submit to your pastor, you refuse to submit to God. Do not look at the person, but look at the office that they operate from. We obey not the individual themselves, but we obey God's authority in that leader. Rebellion is what? The principle upon which Satan's kingdom operates in. Somebody say that again. Rebellion is the what? Rebellion is the what? Principle
upon which Satan operates in.
I need y'all to get that. Make sure, put on your status tonight. Put that up there. Rebellion is the what?
Upon
which Satan's kingdom operates.
Say it again, prophet, please. I need you to get it.
Rebellion is the principle upon which Satan's kingdom operates.
Say it again for me, please.
Rebellion is the principle.
Rebellion is the principle
upon which
Satan's kingdom operates by, is governed by. The kingdom of Satan is governed by what? Rebellion. That's what runs that place. It's lawless. It does what it wants to do. Nobody to correct it. It do whatever it feels like. You can be serving around the altar, serving in the house of God, whether you're a bearer, a drummer, a keyboard player, a usher, a aide. You cannot do what you want to do and still serve from these sacred places. Your assignment is great for the flow of the Spirit of God. And one wrong move of your own personal feelings. Ministers that sit in the front, you can't act a certain way. You can't respond to people in your way, in your own way, who getting you mad on the side. No! How you sitting up in the front and know you got a problem, go off the road, and when the pastor says something that sounds like the issue you and them have, they say, that's right, pastor, and you look across like, yeah, because you know that word that hits you, and the person came in agreement with who you was mad with. So then the pastor said, oh, y'all around, you're sitting up, and he is speaking to one another. Then you say, Jesus, pastor, that's true, I preach. Then you know you ain't talking to her because she'll agree. You don't fight right in the front. So if that's your adversary would agree, then you need to agree with your adversary. Because your adversary is right. Preach, pastor. Now when it's your time now to get a point out, I hope you could deal with it. Because everybody will tell pastor preach when it matches somebody else. But when it matches you, we go deep. You see how ugly that deep faith is? That's the ugliness of your wickedness. That's what you're showing up. Yes, your people's wickedness is show up when they won't go quiet when the word for them, Don't go deep, smearing up your mouth. That's the evil deeds right there showing up. Let's rebuke that for that stay with you. I rebuke this continence. Some people say, why cast down? Who's responsible for your continence?